Good day, and welcome to our physical education online class. Together, we will explore knowledge and skills that will help you and your family develop a lifelong habit of physical fitness and wellness. For this session, let's talk about the basic skills in volleyball. Our learning competencies are: execute the skills involved in the sport, display tolerance and acceptance of individuals with varying skills and abilities. Before we begin, let's answer your pre-test. The table indicates the basic skills in playing team sports. Identify which sport each skill belongs to. Write your answers on the space provided. Good job! Before we proceed to our next lesson in physical education, let us recall our past lesson about the nature and background of volleyball. Complete the diagram below. Write your answers on the box provided. Good job! Let's talk about the basic skills in volleyball. Like most sports, volleyball requires every player to get good at some basic skills before they can truly excel at the sport. Here are the basic skills you absolutely need to master to be a competent volleyball player. Serving. Serve is the act of putting the ball in play by a player. The player who serves the ball is called the server. There are three different techniques in serving: underhand serve, overhand serve, and jump serve. Underhand service is a type of serve in which the player holds the ball in one hand, swings the other in an arc motion below the waist, and strikes the ball from the bottom with the fist to put it in play. How to execute underhand serve? First, get your feet into position. Stand with your non-dominant foot in front with your toes facing forward. Second, ready the ball. Cup your non-dominant hand slightly and place the ball in it. Third, lower the ball. Bring the arm holding the ball across to the side of your body in front of your hitting arm. Fourth, lean your shoulders forward. Move your hips back and keep your upper back straight as you bring your shoulders towards the ball. Fifth, squeeze your hitting hand into a fist. Then, rotate your arm so that your closed fingers and the inside of your wrist are facing up. Sixth, draw your hitting arm straight back. It should move quickly, like a pendulum. Then swing it forward firmly, hitting the bottom of the ball with your closed fist. And last, follow through with your arm. Your arm should continue in an upward arc after you hit the ball. Now let's go to overhand service. Overhand service in volleyball is a serve in which the player tosses the ball with one hand and strike it in the air above the head with the other hand. How to execute overhead serve? First, stagger your feet. Stand with your feet about shoulder width apart. Second, hold the ball in front of you. Third, ready your hitting hand. Swing your serving arm back next to your head. Make sure that your elbow is pointing upwards and your hand is at or slightly above your ear. This stance opens your body. Fourth, toss the ball into the air. Lift the ball with your palm in the air. Keep the ball in line with your hitting shoulder in front of you so you can step into the serve. Fifth, aim for your serve with your body. And last, hit the ball with the heel of your dominant hand. Next is the jump service. Jump service is a type of volleyball Overhead pass involves hitting the ball using an overhead playing motion to direct the ball to your teammate. The ball is played with the fingers using an overhead setting action. The next skill is setting. A set is an overhand contact of the ball, usually the second contact in a rally. It is made after a pass in serve or receive, or a dig in defense to redirect the ball to a hitter in the front row or back row by a setter to run the team's offense. In the game of volleyball, the set is a maneuver in which a player quickly makes contact with the ball in order to set up a spike for another player. How to set in volleyball. 1. Be ready to move. When waiting for the ball to be passed, stand with your weight on your right foot, ready to take a step with your left in the direction of the ball. 2. Get to the ball quickly. The ball will rarely come directly to you. The faster you get to it, the more time you have to execute the set. 3. Square your body with the target. When you reach your position, make sure your hips, feet, and shoulders are directly facing the spot the ball is going to come down. 4. Extend your arms up over your head. Your hands should be directly above your forehead and your elbows should be pointed to the sides. 5. Position your hands. Your hands should be 4 to 6 inches above your forehead, with your fingers spread out in shape of the ball as if someone were about to rest the ball in your hands. 6. Position your feet. Spread your feet about shoulder width apart, with the foot closest to the net slightly in front of the other. 7. Bend your knees. Before you set, your knees should be slightly bent and your weight distributed evenly from the balls of your feet to the arches. 8. Make contact. Contact with the ball should occur just above the center of your forehead, roughly at your hairline. 9. Push upwards. As soon as the ball touches your fingers, straighten your arms and legs as you push the ball upward in the direction of the spiker. And lastly, follow through. At the end of your set, your arms should be fully extended, and you should follow through with your hands by straightening your wrist after releasing the ball. The next skill is spiking. Spiking is the act of scoring a point by slamming the ball over the net into the opposing court effectively and aggressively. In many ways, the mechanism of volleyball spiking is not altogether different from the act of slam dunking in the sports of basketball or smashing in the sport of tennis. How to spike in volleyball. 1. Assume the correct stance. Face the ball and bend your knees so you're ready to move. 2. Take your first step toward the ball. Take a strong first step with your left foot in the direction of the ball. If you're left-handed, do the reverse. 3. Take a second powerful step. Step with your right foot to build speed. If you're left-handed, it will be your left foot. At the same time, swing your arms back behind you to prepare for the strike. 4. Take a final step to square your feet. Step again with your left foot or your right if you're left-handed, and end with your feet shoulder width apart and your knees bent. 5. Jump as the ball falls into position. As your last step lands, your body should be turned at 30 degrees from the net with your hitting shoulders further from the net. Jump explosively upward and swing your arms forward at the same time to jump high into the air. 6. Hit the ball with the center of your hand. Keep your hand open with your fingers together. Rotate your arm at the shoulder and whip your forearm forward to move your hand quickly toward the ball and make contact. 7. Bend your knees when your feet hit the ground. This will help you regain balance and avoid ankle injury. Make sure you don't fall into the net as you land. The last skill is blocking. Blocking is defined as deflecting the ball coming from your opponent's attack hit. Blocking in volleyball is one of the least taught yet most important skills. It is the first line of defense against the attacks from the opposing team and creates less court for the back defense to cover. How to block in volleyball. 1. Stand with your feet shoulder length apart, square to the net. Keeping your feet the proper distance apart will help you with your footwork. 2. Keep your knees bent. Keeping your knees bent is an essential part of the ready position. 3. Keep your arms high. Keep your arms high with your elbows around shoulder height. This also reduces the time it takes to get your arms up for the block. 4. Keep your palms facing the net. This puts them at the correct angle for blocking and again reduces the time needed to get your hands in position. 5. Jump straight up. Get yourself directly in front of the shoulder of the hitter and jump straight up to attempt a block. 6. Position your arms at an angle over the net. Arms should be straight and go over the net as far as possible. Let's wrap it up. Volleyball involves some basic skills that needs to be mastered by the players in order to become competitive. These skills include attack, serve, set, pass, and block. There are specific techniques which are involved as part of these basic skills. Acquiring these skills has been considered to be one of the key success factors in volleyball of even high level. Let's answer this activity. Choose at least 2 skills that you have learned in volleyball as an important tool to become a competitive volleyball player. Based on the skills that you have chosen, answer the following questions below. 1. Why did you choose those skills? 2. How will it help you to become a good volleyball player? And 3. Are you willing to share those skills to others? Why? Good job! Thank you for listening, and I hope you have learned something from our lesson today. Always remember to please be careful while doing our activities. I'll see you again next session. Goodbye!